Good answer.
好，加入哦，加入哦。
I need to read the question. Eyes on me.
Oh, over here.
Hello. Hi guys. Hello. Oh my gosh, thank you guys.
Hi, Ryan.
Hello.
The volume is low though.
你讲一下。
Can you hear me okay?
What are we looking at? Hi, Ryan. My name is
Hi.
Ian.
Hi Ian.
Hi, I'm from Ottawa, actually, Canada. But I've been living in Taiwan for 20 years or something like this. This is our class. I'm teacher Ian. This is teacher Gina.
I'm Gina. Hello.
This is teacher Esther.
Hi.
This is our principal.
Hi, Ryan.
This is
Hello.
Amy. We just call her Amy. And this is Miss Wong. And these are our students. And I think they want to. Should we stand up? Let's stand up, guys. Who do you want to sit first?
We want to say thank you for taking the time to share your experience in Uganda and with your foundation with us. Do you mind if we show you a small video we made about your book?
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yes.
They read your book and they really, really loved it. It was very inspiring for them. Actually, we're doing fundraising things about that later. But they did a little book report, you could say, and they'd like to show it to you.
Absolutely. I'd love to see it.
Great. Wow. Ta-da. Do we this? Careful. Oh, thanks. Good way to
Sit down there.
sit down. Wow. Thank you.
We have a story to tell you. His name is Ryan. He was 7 years old. He lived in Canada. One day, his teacher said, "People are dying." And he was Ryan felt typical and said, "70 Canadian dollars for one well." Ryan explained from that one well. "I can give you the money. You can do the work." Ryan was welcomed to Uganda because of Ryan's successful water. The family is each other. Ryan now the classroom was foreign and small. We started planning for the new classroom with the principal. He raised money by making scripts. He followed Ryan then to start. And do it proud. Thank you, Victoria.
Samuel, one sec. All right, now it's the best part, question time. Samuel?
We would first like to ask you some questions about your experiences in Uganda.
Absolutely, I'd be happy to answer.
What do you want to help Uganda?
Why?
Why do you want to help Uganda?
When we were very young, we were very little, when my teacher told us that other kids had dirty water. And one of the things my teacher said was that kids couldn't go to school. They weren't allowed. They had to go get water for their families instead of going to school. And that made me feel sad because I thought that everyone had a chance to go to school. So I don't know, I thought I could do something small to help out, and it ended up making a big difference. So sometimes when we're small, we can do big jobs, like yours, like the documentary was saying.
King Budal. Sorry, Amy is our translator.
Oh, sorry, Amy. I'll try to be a little slower.
I get it. 因为那个 Ryan 说小的时候，他们的学生是不能去上，他们是不允许的小学，因为他们要，所以他觉得是一件让他觉得很遗憾，觉得为什么我们的孩子都可以上学，但是为什么他们那个 Uganda 的孩子是不能上学，就是为了要停学这件事情。而且他想一想就觉得。就像你们说的，你们最后的那句话，很小的小孩也可以做一件很伟大的事情，所以他才决定要做这件事情，这就是为什么。OK， good. Thank you, Ryan.
You're welcome.
Who's next?
What's your name?
My name is Ethan.
How you doing?
What was different
What was different
about
about
the Ugandan
the Uganda
culture
culture
from Canadian?
from
Canadian.
That's a really good question. I was nervous before I went to Uganda because I thought things would be very different than Canada and Uganda. I thought they're so far away that there's got to be lots of different changes. But then I went to Uganda and I met Jimmy and I went to the school where the well was built and we went to class and had recess and had food and played games. And I think one of the things for me, because I was young, I was 9, I thought that they were actually pretty similar. It's just kids who wanted to go to school and have fun and live their lives. So I think the biggest surprise for me was how similar it all was, especially when we're kids. We're all very alike.
I agree.
因为你们想要知道说有什么不一样，对不对？可是因为 Ryan 到里面的时候，他只有几岁？那时候他只有9岁，所以他刚说9岁，所以他到那边的时候，他其实让他反而更惊讶的是，他们的孩子跟我们一样，就是都会玩在一起，下课的时候上课在教室里面，所以他反而觉得让他很惊讶是，因为他那时候只有9岁，他觉得反而是他发现到很多的共同点。OK， good.
Thank you for your answer.
You're welcome, Ethan.
Good job. What's your name, Hilda?
Hi Ryan, my name is Leota.
Hi, Zelda.
What made you
What made you
uncomfortable?
uncomfortable in Uganda?
Oh, that's an interesting question, Zelda. I think lots of things made me comfortable. Everyone was so friendly and warm and so thankful because of some of the clean water that we were able to help fundraise for. So a lot of things made me comfortable. I think the most uncomfortable thing for me was I was scared of mosquitoes because I heard that they could get you sick if you get bit. So you have to be very careful of mosquitoes. And back when I was younger, I was scared of the wildlife, the lions and stuff like that. So those were 2 things, mosquitoes and lions. Yeah.
Thank you. OK， 好，那个 Ryan 说，其实到那边他发现有很多让他很舒服的事情。你们问的是让他感觉到不舒服，反正是他到那边他觉得很舒服。是第一，他觉得很温暖，大家都欢迎他。而且他觉得大家都非常非常的亲切，再来是大家都很感谢他来做这件事情。那他说有2件事情让他感觉到不太舒服，是第一就是蚊子，他怕
被蚊子咬了会生病，然后再来是他有点害怕那里的野生动物，就这2件事情。好。
Hi Ryan, my name is Ed.
Yeah.
Which animal?
Which animal
Animal scared you
scared you
the most?
the most in Uganda?
Well, that's a good question. And I said that lions kind of scared me a little bit, but I actually learned when I was in Uganda that lions aren't the most dangerous animal. It turns out that hippopotamuses are actually the most dangerous. So I learned that it's right to be scared of them. They're the most dangerous.
一开始 Ryan 觉得哪一种动物最恐怖？你刚刚听到的第一个，一开始他觉得是什么 ？Lions， 但是后来他竟然发现什么是比较吓人的 ？Hippos。What are hippos？ 马 ，yes， good。Thank you.
Good question.
Next.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi
Hello,
Ryan,
Sam.
my name is Samuel. What food do you miss from Uganda?
Oh, that's a great question. I loved all the fruits. There was always fresh fruit, watermelon, mangoes, things like that. And then I was actually back in Uganda around 4 or 5 years ago, helping with the project work. And there was always lots of fresh cabbage and peanut butter are 2 other good foods. They make homemade peanut butter in Uganda all over the place. So I like the peanut butter the best, I think.
Rolex.
Yeah.
What about Rolex?
Oh, what about Rolex?
Rolex, I don't even remember what that is.
I've heard that they have a festival, a national Rolex Day. It's like rolled eggs, Rolex.
Oh.
Oh, I was in the north a lot. There definitely are a lot of rolled eggs, but I didn't even know there was a name for it.
Don't believe everything on the internet.
Guess not. No, but I missed. There's always where I was. There was so many places that made their peanut butter like in their own like little restaurant or in their house, and it was just so good. So homemade peanut butter is the best food. Yeah.
Nice. Peanut butter.
OK， 所以因为你们刚刚有没有听到2个水果？你们学过的，第一个是什么 ？Watermelon，the other one mango。他刚有提到说他很喜欢这些，然后还有一个让他印象很深刻，就是他们会几乎每家餐厅都会做自己的花生酱，而且非常非常好吃，所以那是他印象很深刻的。对 ，OK。
Thank you.
Hi Ryan, my name is Ada. Are you
Still friends
still friends
with Jimmy.
with Jimmy?
Hi, Adam. That's a great question. So we're all grown up now. I'm about to turn 31. Jimmy is an old man now. He's 33. He grew up in my hometown. We're brothers. And then he went to university. He graduated. And now he's working in a place called Alberta, which is in Western Canada. And he's a welder out there. So he's the smart one in the family. He's got a really good job. And he is actually a husband. He has a wife now. And he has 2 kids. He has a daughter and a son named Damari and Quentin, who are still very small. But yes, I'm still very good friends with Jimmy. But he's far away from where I live. So we message on the phone more than we see each other. Yeah.
他说，因为他们现在住的距离比较远，所以他们通常就是靠讯息。那他现在 Jimmy 已经35岁了，而且有一个已经结婚了，然后有2个孩子，然后2个孩子都小小的。对。Oh, it's another question.
Are you married?
I am married. I got married last August. And,
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you. My wife's from Ottawa, but her family is actually from Windsor, China. So I'm practicing my Mandarin a little bit. Yeah.
他刚刚说他已经结婚了，而且是去年8月结婚的。然后他的太太其实是他虽然是从那个加拿大奥托瓦，就是渥太华，但是他的家人其实是从大陆苏州来的。对
Thank you.
，OK，Thank you。
You're welcome.
Andy. That's a good question. Yeah, like that. Do you have?
Hi, Ryan. My name's Andy. Do you have other friends besides Jimmy in Uganda?
Oh, that's a really good question, Mandy. Yes, I have friends that I've made in Uganda from when I was there when I was a kid, and then when I was there a few years ago working. So people who are on the drill team. I was staying with in a guy's house named DeLeo, so became very good friends with him and his family, and lots of really good friendships still in Uganda. So yes.
Thank you.
Ryan 说他在小的时候到那边当然有交朋友，还有他记不记得他说他4、5年前还有再回到那边，就是这个计划的工作的原因他回去，他当然有交到很多的朋友。OK。
Ooh, interesting question.
Hi, Ryan. My name is Vivi. Do
Hi, Vivi.
you and Jimmy ever argue in your life?
Argue.
Argue.
That's a great question. And I think, yeah, we've argued a little bit, not a lot, but when you're family with someone, especially when you're brothers, I think we all argue just a little bit. But at the end of the day, we're brothers and we love each other and able to get past any arguments and things like that. So, yeah.
因为他说他们就像兄弟一样，对不对？所以你们有没有跟自己的哥哥兄弟姐妹吵过架？有啊，对啊，所以他也一样啊，有吵过架。可是他们到后来，因为兄弟姐妹感情还是很好，所以到后来当然都和好了。OK。
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, we would like to ask you some questions about your foundation.
Sure.
Why did you name your foundation Ryan's Well?
We named it the Ryan's Well Foundation. I remember I had to do a little school project in my grade 1 class, and I had to do a name, and I decided to write Ryan's Well at the top, and I was talking about how I was doing chores trying to raise money for a well. So I wrote Ryan's Well, and then the name kind of stuck. Whenever someone talked about it, it was always Ryan's Well, Ryan's Well. So it just kind of caught on, and that's just what people called it. So when we created the foundation, it seemed just natural to call it the Ryan's Well Foundation.
因为他那时候在完成学校，是不是从学校的作业开始引起这件事情的？然后他开始想要做这件事情，那他那时候他的作业上他就写着 Ryan's Well， 所以他之后大家就是他觉得这个名字就这样卡在他的脑袋里，然后就很想，他就觉得，那之后大家也觉得这个名字就是只要提到这件事情就要讲到 Ryan's Well， 所以他就决定用这个名字来做他基金会的名字。
I think it's a good teaching point. Can we ask what kind of chores did you have to do at home? Kids know.
Yeah.
That's a good question too, Ian. I already had to do things, like it was part of just my job as being a member of the household. I had to do things like make my bed and clear the table. So those are things I already had to do. And then if I wanted a little bit of money, was told I had to do different things. Like I had to vacuum, I had to wash windows, I had to do things like shovel snow, which I guess you're not too familiar with in Taiwan, can be a lot of work if it's very snowy. To move a lot off the road is tough. So all sorts of different things. Yeah.
刚刚 teacher 燕问的一个问题是说，他当初是怎么从妈妈那边爸爸妈妈怎么跟他说他才可以拿得到钱？他说他要做什么？ 叫做家事。所以 T 圈员就问Ryan 说，当初你是做了什么家事？他说可以教你们应该做什么家事。他说那时候就很简单的，比如说妈妈就会说要整理自己的床，然后要清理桌子，然后如果想要多赚一点钱呢，就要吸地，要洗窗户。还有一件事情我们台湾不会做的，就是要铲雪。然后是一件很辛苦的事情，因为会下雪，然后也会滑，所以他就说这就是他做的家事来赚钱。你可以教我。
I think it's fun to travel slow.
No, it's
Is
not.
it
It's
fun?
not fun. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, I think she had another question. Did you think of?
Did you think of any other possible name for your foundation?
That's a good question. I would have been very young when the foundation first started. I would have been 10. And I don't think we thought too much about it. We thought that it was on a few different news stories and it was on TV and stuff. And people knew about it called as the Ryan's Well story. So if we wanted for people to recognize it, we had to call it Ryan's Well. So I don't think we thought of anything else. Yeah.
Was Jimmy jealous?
No, I don't think so.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
刚刚 Ryan 就是你们的问题说有没有想要取过其他的名字？那因为当然觉得，因为不管是在新闻或者任何的媒体报道都已经提到这个名字，大家就觉得好像没有更好的名字让大家能够记住这件事情，所以他们没有太多想。那 T 圈研究会说，Jimmy 会不会嫉妒你上包子
Jimmy's well.
Oh, Adam said Jimmy's well.
Jimmy as well.
What problem did
You face.
you face creating your foundation?
That's a good question, Andy. I think the biggest thing is I was so young that it was hard for people to take me seriously because like I wasn't an expert or anything. I was just a kid with a dream. But I was lucky because there were, teachers and adults and people who heard the story and wanted to help. So it wasn't really, it may have been called the Ryan's Well Foundation, but it was a lot of people helping together. So when we faced lots of different problems, like how to raise the money, how to make sure the work gets done to where it needs to go, and that the work's done well and sustainably, like all those questions, we had a big team of people helping. So I think we were lucky that we faced lots of problems, but we had a big team of people with lots of good ideas on how to fix them.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
他刚讲说讨论知道有没有遇到什么问题。其实他那时候基金会正式成立的时候，他其实只有10岁左右。那他觉得最大的问题是他觉得别人觉得他是个孩子，然后没有很认真的看待他。但是他觉得很幸运是，他当初有很大一个团队，因为大家觉得他不是专家，可是他有心里有老师，或是最后加入的人，就是帮忙解决怎么样去盖。怎么去造景，然后还有一些很多技术面的问题，他很幸运是有一个很大的团队帮助他。
Are there people in your foundation that you
Value.
value?
Absolutely. I think I'm actually only a very tiny part of Ryan's Well. I may have started things by doing chores, and the foundation may be named after me, but that's a very small part of why we're able to do so much. We have people who help volunteer with the project work, who help fundraise the money, who help actually build it on the ground with our local partners. There's thousands of people around the world that help make Ryan's Well work, and I'm just one of them. So I think I'm actually a very small part, and everyone else adds the value. I'm just here. I can talk about the story, but a small part of Ryan's well. Yeah.
因为Ryan 觉得虽然这个东西是以他的名字起名，但是其实他觉得他自己只是里面的小的一个成员。然后他说，其实有世界上有数以千计的人，因为他做了这件事情，然后来帮忙，然后包含比如说募款，比如说刚刚讲的造景，那都是这些人都是他非常重视，而且觉得很尊敬的人。OK。
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How many total wells do you want to build?
We've done, I think about we've done 1,667 water projects. So we've done a lot so far in the last 20 years. This year we have a goal of we want to do 50, 50. And then hopefully more in the future because there's still so many people that don't have clean water.
到目前为止，他们其实已经完成了1667座。那在近期，他们也在着手在进行50座的造景。那他希望在未来会有更多，其实还是很多人没有干净的水可以用。
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How long does it take
To build
a well?
That's a great question. It takes longer than you think. It takes almost a year of planning because we want to make sure it goes to the right place where it's helping the most people and that it ends up lasting a long time. So we do a lot of the training and how to take care of it and all those things in that year leading up. And then to actually build the well itself, it takes around a week. And then to open the well, to make sure you test the water and everything's okay, it takes around a month. So over a year in total, but to build it only takes a week.
很有趣哦，你们觉得造景要不要花很多时间？如果只是把它造起来
Thank you.
好，对他来，其实以做工程这件事情，其实不会花多久时间，但是呢，就是光前面的规划，还有训练，还要教他们怎么用这件事情，其实是要花1整年的时间。那真正造景的时间，其实他们只有1个礼拜的时间，然后之后会有1到2个月的时间，然后再帮他们做就是后续的训练这样子。所以其实反而是前面的准备那些要选择最对的地方来造景，然后去做一些规划，那是最花时间的。
What else
What else
do you
do you do
besides
building wells?
That's a good question, Ethan. That's a big part of what we do is wells because our main objective is to bring clean water to people who need it most. So we like to be focused on that, but we also try to educate people all around the world about how important water is as a life-giving resource, to take care of it in places on the other side of the world, but also in our own backyards so that we're saving it and not wasting water, whether we live in Taiwan or Canada, that it's important to do things like save clean water. And the other thing we do is motivate people to make a difference, whether it's with water or something else that they care about. So those 3 things.
当然，Ryan 说有这个计划，最重要是把干净的水带到需要的地方，对不对？但是他其实还有在做一件事情，就是在教育全世界的人水的重要性，然后甚至在自己家的后院就要知道怎么去存水，去存干净的水。然后这个其实是他们做的很重要的一个教育工作，就是除了造景以外，OK。
Thank you, question.
Thank you, your answer.
Thank you, your answer. Thank you.
It's okay.
does.
Where does your foundation get money from?
That's a good question. We get our money from just about everywhere. We get donations from individuals. We help do our own fundraisers still to raise the money. Sometimes schools, sometimes churches, sometimes bigger donations from companies. We always try to show the work that we do, and we try to present it almost like a business, saying that, all right, we're going to try to do 50 wells this year, and they're going to go to people who need it a lot. It's going to make a really big difference. This little amount of money is going to help a lot of people, and we try to show that to people who've supported us and who could support us, and then we try to fundraise the money that way. And it's lots of work, but we've been able to do an okay job so far. So everywhere around the world by doing that.
所以说，其实，在募款这件事情，其实他们从到处到目前为止，他们觉得对他们来讲，他们做的还可以的一件事情，就是他们其实是从世界各地去募款，包括是个人来的，或者是从教堂、学校，甚至是大的公司。像他们今年预计就再完成50个，所以他们要就是到处去让人家知道他们、了解他们，然后再去从各个地方来募款。
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What will your foundation do in the future?
In the future, we hope to keep on doing lots of water projects all around the world because there's still so many people that don't have clean water. So hopefully lots more work.
Brian 他想要做更多的事情，因为他其实知道还有好多人没有干净的水，所以他想要可以继续带给更多人干净的水。
Thank you.
Welcome.
Photo time.
Photo time. Ian has been leaning down on the floor.
好，那请大家先 stand up，
Stand up, please.
然后把椅子推到两边。来，
Push the chair to the side. And turn around.
OK， 那我们现在背对。
I'm gonna take a photo with you.
Yeah, that sounds great.
OK， 给 cheese， 3, 2, 1 cheese。往后抬，往后抬。OK， 然后 3, 2, 1 cheese。好，线上的小朋友有没有一些问题想要这个时候来问？
Oh, because we have other students joining us in the meeting too. So Gina is asking, do they have any other questions to ask you?
Yeah, I'd be happy to answer anything else. Yeah.
Mia, do you want to ask? No.
Where's me?
不叫你吗？
没有。
Okay.
好，那
Oh, I'll raise the bar and something to say. Okay, dear Ryan. Well, I am the principal, Sandy. I would like to say thank you to you. You are a good model for our children. Well, as a parent, I admire your parents for raising a child like you who is willing to help people. And as a principal, I'm impressed that you discussed the problem with the principal in Uganda at the age of 8. So I would like to say thank you to you. And well, if we want to do something for your foundation, do you have any suggestion for us? Because our children from you learning many things, and then we'll let them know the volunteers. So our teachers will lead them to do something to be volunteers. And do you have any question for us?
I'm so impressed by all your amazing questions, and thank you so much. It's put a huge smile on my face talking with you all here today. If you do want to get involved fundraising for Ryan's Well or anything else, I think my only advice would be to have fun. When I first started doing my school fundraisers, I involved my friends, and it only grew because everyone had fun doing it and wanted to do more. So find something that you enjoy doing and find a way to give back with it, I think would be my only advice. Yeah.
Thank you. And then I will ask Amy to translate for our children.
Okay. Sorry about that.
他说因为刚刚问题是什么 ？Sorry, I got mixed up.
No, it's okay. Sure.
他说对，你们如果想要做志愿性的工作，那做这件事情要记得，就是要很开心，很有，就是从中去享受去做这件事情，那是最重要的，不管什么都好。对。然后校长也跟他们说，我们其实。我也跟他说，其实我们也很想要效法他，这么小的时候就做这么伟大的事情，所以我们也许后面我们要做一些事情，为他的 foundation 来做一些事情，这样子。And how much does it cost for a while these days? Because I know 2000s are many years ago.
That would have been in 1998, a long time ago. Now, when we're doing a water project, something like a spring can cost 5,000 Canadian dollars, and then something like a well can cost up to 15,000, just because we want to make sure that it lasts, and we do a lot of work to make sure that it's sustainable. So a little bit more. Mm-hmm.
租是不是2000元的那个加拿大币？现在大概5000元，甚至有的景师要花到15000元，因为他希望这个景师是可以持续很久继续使用的。Wow.
Yeah.
And thank you. Do you want to say something? What do you say?
Thank you.
Thank you,
Ryan. Very much, Ryan. You inspire us.
Bush, yeah. Thank you, guys. Sure.
All right. So. Thank you, Ryan. So that's it for today. We hope to see you soon.
Hope to see you soon one day. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Good luck with everything.
Right, Jen. Bye.
Bye.